Alright, and here's my explanation video for all those exercises I just did. So the straw. The reason why I like to start with the straw is because when you do it, your vocal cords automatically line up together. And they just place themselves in a way optimal for singing. And also, it has trained me to use only the sufficient amount of breath I need and no more. And so it helps prevent overblowing. So I think it's a perfect one for me to start off with. Next one is the lip trills. And again, it's a lot of, my first three really deal with breathing a lot. But lip trills are good for tension. And they're also good for breath because I can go up a scale with the lip trills using the exact same amount of breath, a constant amount the whole time. So really it shows me that I don't need so much breath no matter how high the note is, that I can just use the same amount of breath. Again, it helps prevent overblowing and it's great for tension, which I typically have a lot of jaw and throat and tongue tension. So that's great for it. And breathing, I love that breathing exercise because it shows me where my breath is coming from. I have to make sure that there's no tension in my neck before I can do it. And it also, as I do the hiss, the slight hiss, I can actually feel how much breath comes out. And that the less breath I use, the longer I can sustain notes. So it's great for training my body that I can sustain notes on a little bit of breath. Even though I use a lot of breath there, it's still kind of that concept. And the next one is ha 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 ho ho on the scale. And that one's very good for diaphragm support. It shows me where the notes, the support for the note should come from my diaphragm. So ha 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 ho. So it's an expansion of my rib cage and my abdomen area where the diaphragm just sits on top of and moves with it. Because I don't have control over my diaphragm, but I do have control on where I choose to send my notes to be supported at, and that's the best place to have your notes supported at. The next one is mixed voice, which it's very good for to train my larynx, to keep it down, because really what is the optimal goal for mixed voice, or how to sing in mixed voice, is to keep your larynx very low and stable. And it also gives me more space before I go flip into head voice. So it teaches me, or trains my body where the larynx should be at if I want to stay in mixed voice. And then head voice, which head voice is very good to practice. Head voice is very good because it's mainly good for me to feel where the placement is in the back of my mouth, like in my larynx area, is typically where the notes will come from when I'm going up the scale. So hallelujah. So the first three are kind of in my mouth area, and then the last one is in the back. So it kind of trains me how to flip into it when I need to go that high. And I know my head voice isn't as powerful, neither is my falsetto, and there comes a point on the scale where I do have to go into falsetto, and so it's a head voice exercise, but it's also good for me for training my falsetto. So there you go, Monique. Those are all the exercises I like to do. Thank you.